Okay. So what we are going to be doing today is an introduction to bug on bug bounty hunt. Uh, we want to look at how to go into that field, what it entails, so that subsequent times we would go into the hands-on on it. If we have enough time today, because I'm already very tired. This should be my last meeting. If we have enough time today, I might be able to use 2 pages or thereabout to show example of some of the stuffs you could find out on the program. So Ola, I think I shared with you in your class the guy that was paid what's it called?
$2,000.
No, 5,000. I
5,000. He was able to detect two bugs.
Yeah, indeed, he detected a bug in Indeed's platform
Is it in their laptop or their website?
in their platform. I don't know, but
Platform.
yes, I'm gonna share the stuff on the WhatsApp so that you could just take a glance at it. So when you enter the bug bounty program, see, it's a different world of its own. is is like pen testing, but on your own terms.
Mm.
Not your terms as per how to no okay. It's not on your own terms as per how not to work with them, but on how the things to search or the things to do. For example, if you're a pen tester, okay, the company employs you to do a penetration testing for them. It's a full job. They'll tell you you have to find all the bugs and all the root and fix them, possibly. But on the bug bounty program, you don't even have to fix them. Your own is to find them.
Wow. Wow.
You just
That's
to find.
interesting.
Yeah, it's very very interesting. Just to find them, and you could choose what to find.
Mm-hmm. We go to find and be that now.
So I just posted it on WhatsApp now on our group. Check it. Al Mahadulahi awarded a $5,000 bounty by Indeed in bulk crowd for two IDOR issues and the first bounty for 2025 this year. This week I think so. So if you check it out, you see that it's an interesting field to venture into. Okay, so we are going to be looking into that to help the program and also help the teams, everybody in the team, so that people could have more things, more to get them their hands, greasy while waiting for full-time job. Yes, it is Mark. Is Mark in the class? He's in the WhatsApp. He should be in the class. Mark is not yet in the class. Okay. So in 5 minutes time we will kick off.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. There's something I sent to you on WhatsApp. Were you able to see it?
No, I think I did though. Because I always, whenever you send stuff to me, I don't even hesitate. I check it immediately.
That thing is very very important.
Let me see. Let me see if I attended. Okay, okay, okay. I think I applied. I'm sure I applied. Going to start from
Yes.
first. Applications open from first to 15th. I have applied. I have applied.
Okay. Yeah, it's very important. Is also something that is going to give you money, give you access to resources and all that. Don't worry, since you've applied, I pray you get through. So,
I believe so too, man.
mm,
Right. Thank you
yeah.
very much. So, Doc, you've always been very resourceful for us in this program. You've always been. Okay, let's do as though we are coming in. Let's go in. So, lessons on bug bounty hunting. This is kind of a preliminary lesson or just an introduction into the field or into the program. So bug bounty hunting involves identifying and reporting security vulnerabilities in software applications. And this also does to buttress the fact of the beginners bootcamp program where you learn how to do basic, what's it called, vulnerability testings like NMAP, trying to look out for vulnerabilities in systems. So in this program, it is basically involving identifying and reporting security vulnerabilities in software applications, websites, or systems. So organizations reward ethical hackers for responsibly disclosing bugs, enhancing their overall security. So key terms we're going to be looking at here is vulnerability, which is a weakness in a system that can be exploited. Then an exploit on its own is a method used to take advantage of a vulnerability. Responsible disclosure. Yeah, also to note that there are there are ethical ways on how to disclose, or there are processes to disclose whatever it is you found. Okay, so that you will not be on a rogue side or an angle. So responsible disclosure, reporting vulnerabilities to the organization without publicizing the details. Very, very important. For example, a bug hunter discovers an SQL injection vulnerability in a company's website. They report it to the company, which patches the issue and rewards the hunter with $500 bounty. So just like the one I sent on the WhatsApp group now, such exists in the industry, and it's very interesting. So steps to start bug bounty hunting. Number one, you learn the basics of cybersecurity, which I believe everybody here is already aware, and you have to further push on understanding concepts like OWASP's top 10 vulnerabilities. So if you don't know what OWASP's top 10 vulnerability is, you just lift this, put it on Google or what's it called, ChatGPT. It's going to lift them out for you. Or you can even go to the OWASP's page, website, and you will see the 10 vulnerabilities there. So you look at the also get on understanding on the concept of HTTP protocol and basic networking. Basic tools to on this particular aspect of the program is Bob Suite. Most of us have, everybody in the program has an experience on using Bob Suite since we used it with Juice Shop to do some penetration, basic penetration stuff. So it is going to be used for intercepting web traffic. Then Kali Linux, as everybody here in the program already have at least basic use of Kali Linux for penetrating penetration testing OS. Then OWASP ZAP, this for automated vulnerability scanning. So the step two is to identify bug bounty programs. Now, step one, I would recommend starting with Postwiga. Postwiga should be free. The training on Postwiga should be free, and that is what I have on this side of my screen. So, Ola, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so it's on this side. So you just go to Postwiga and you follow through with the sign up process, and you'll see. So basically, what happens in most of the platform is they built out the platform, they will put out the labs and expect you to. And sometimes on the solution, you will see community solutions. You will see some videos that could guide you straight ahead on how to get each of the labs solved. And these are community solutions that are steps to do it from people who are in the community who already solved the lab. So you could just follow them up and get it work. So we are going to do one of the labs before we wrap up here. We're going to do one of the lab, which is this one, information disclosure on debug page. And basically, this lab contains a debug page that discloses sensitive information about the application. Coming, recording once we start. Let me get So to solve the lab, obtain and submit the secret key and the environment variable. So we are going to find or look out for a secret key that is contained on this platform when we access the lab. So once we get it, we'll submit it, and that one will be done. And subsequently, I think there are almost look at when you go to all labs, you see lots of them. Let me enlarge this. So there are lots of labs here for the hands-on that shows the information disclosure on the bulk page. So once we get it, we'll submit it. I've already done it before, but I want to just repeat it here for us and on this introduction class. So step two, when you identify the bulk bounty programs, of course, there are some secret programs that are out there that have made the bounty open for everyone who is eligible enough to find and search out. So you sign up for the platforms hosting bulk bounty programs such as Hack1, Bob Crowd, Snack. I think the guy that we posted his on the group is from Bob Crowd. Or like
Mm.
check which company awarded him that.
Okay, checking. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's ball crowd.
Ball crowd. Okay, so I think these three are one of the most what's it called, renowned ones. But there might be many of them outside, but you have to still start from the ones that are already legit and look out for. So of course, you should expect that the market will be what they call it. Uh, uh,
Competitive.
yeah, exactly. That's the right word. The market will be competitive. So it means more skills acquired again means more success you'll be able to get in the bounty program. So then you choose a target. Once you've identified with the programs, you choose a target. Focus on domains or systems that you are legally authorized to test. This is very, very important. Like we already said in the boot camp, don't go testing or prying on people's platforms. If you do not have your own platform, maybe a website or whatever, you have to get a written note on stuff like this. So let me even know, Doc, has there been any recent issues or place where people are sued currently for tampering with other people's platforms? Is there any you know of?
Y- um recently none, but in the past yes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, people have sued even in South Africa here. You understand for tampering, and even in Nigeria here, there is a student in Ogun State, if I can remember, last year that hacked government platform. He tried to do penetration testing just to throw his. He's a baby hacker, not a real one,
okay.
but he was penalized for doing that.
Hmm. Okay. So, so everybody you've heard it. No matter how small it is, no matter how small it is, you have to ensure that you get legal authority, mostly written authority to do whatever it is you want to do. Or better say, you stay, remain safe before you get. Remain safe. There are so many platforms, free platforms, open source platforms like Postwiga, what's it called? Howard's Juice Shop. So many of them. Even when you go to try
Try
the
and
key and hack the boss, there are so many of them. Just spend few couple of bucks for a month to get access to their lab, use and get your hands dirty. I was able to follow through with the 2024 hackathon. It was nice one. So you choose your
Good
target,
afternoon, sir.
focus on domains or systems that you are legally authorized to test. Example, testing a web application listed on the bot crowd program directory. Then step three is your reconnaissance. Gather information about the target system. Use tools like sublist tree to find subdomains or showdown. I think I've used showdown. I've not used this sublist tree, but I've used showdown before to find exposed services. So step number five would be to perform the testing. Look for common vulnerabilities like the SQL injection, which we already practiced. Then you see on the on our vulnerability program. Let me see when I could pull out that our file again because we listed number of vulnerabilities that are open to for the students to on their own to go out and learn how to do that. Having had an introduction to the first one, which is SQL injection. Where it's coming, let me pull it up again. Mark, you're late.
Yeah, sorry, sir. I was having issues with my internet.
Okay,
Good
no
afternoon,
problem.
sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Vulnerabilities in application. It's supposed to be on capstone. Oh, just a minute. Let me get it done. Okay, I found it. Okay, so on the list of everything we have, kindly confirm you could see it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have the one we did on the capstone project was SQL injection. So we have cross-site scripting, we have broken authentication and session management, we have cross-site request project. We also have insecure direct object references, security misconfiguration, insecure cryptographic storage, and XML entity, and many more of them. So don't just go through the program and relax. Okay, get your hands busy
Busy.
when that call comes, so that you will be able to defend the cause and, of course, be good with the program and earn some good cash. And also, what's it called? How did they call it? When you tell people about a program, what they call it again? Refer refer eligible candidates, please. Don't refer the ones that are not eligible. I once had a student who paid whooping sum of 100,000. Telling you, actually, the sister paid for him. He never attended class for one day till today. He never attended class for one day till today. So those are not eligible candidates. We want people who have the passion to pursue the goal and find it out there. So on performing the testing, which is on the step five, we look at for common vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site, and server-side request forgery.
For
The
you.
tools to use Bob Suite Pro. Yeah, this time around you have to,
Buy
if
the
you
pro
need
version.
business, you have to go for Pro. You go for Pro. Actually, the one we did here, I bypassed the Bob Suite Pro. I had to use, I think
The free
Metasploit.
version.
No, Ferro Buster, Ferros Buster to use to get the stuff. But I'm going to see how we're going to do it. So also Nikto also is there. Nikto is open source. I think I have it installed. So these are you guys can still look at installing Nikto and Metasploit just in case. All those are basically for vulnerability programs or projects. So on the steps, these will be to report the findings. When you successfully get what you're looking for, you include the following in your report: description, a detailed summary of the issue, steps to reproduce, how to recreate the issue. Then the third one will be impact, the potential damage caused Then four, recommendations, suggestions for remediation. Okay, so this also brings to mind one of the practices or things we do when we report an incident. Okay, for example, let me look at one of the incidents that I reported. I responded on my place where I work. Let me see if I can go. Okay, so now someone raised the request. Let me enlarge the screen. So this guy, Clifford Jews, he raised the request from Wazoo. So the date and time was there. The target IP, the source IP, this should be the attacker. And the target IP is what the attacker was attacking. So he included the agent ID, the ID of the incident, then that's his name, his tag, SOC analyst E1T1, that's his own. Then so he penned down some valuable information that will help an incident responder to go respond to the issue. So we also have he put in the event of interest, which is SSH, the brute force trying to get access to the system with non-existent user. Okay, then the time. So he also included a screenshot uh, of the incident from the Wazoo platform, which is the Wazoo is a SIM like we already learned from week 2 or week 3, I believe. Wazoo is a SIM. So who can remember what a SIM is? What's the full meaning of SIM? Mark and Ola, $5,000 gone.
Ah,
Security.
Abba.
Wait, wait, but is that high? Security. I don't remember what that I start from then. Events management.
Ola, could you give it a shot?
Security.
I check your Google. Check your Google. Hurry up.
Okay. All right. Always and chop Christmas chicken.
Okay, before you get that, I think it's going to be up here.
Yeah, security. Yeah, security information and event management.
Yeah, don't forget those kind of little minute stuff. The only reason why you
Yeah,
forget them
yeah,
is when you don't interact with your system daily.
yeah.
So security information and event management too.
Management too.
That's SIM. That's what it stands for.
But that Wazoo, like I think I'm hearing it for the first time.
Okay, Wazoo is a SIM tool. Okay, just like other SIM tools like Splunk and Entop Engine. Now, Wazoo is
Yeah.
used. Let me pull out the drawing board that I used to for the last guy, people that entered the
Okay.
class one. So this this is the internet, okay? And
Yes, sir.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
this is your laptop, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, so whether you know it or not, any system or systems they keep record of logs,
Logs. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
of what is happening in them day
Yes,
in,
sir.
day out.
The
So
outs.
yeah, they just keep those records and logs. Now, this TA, which is a threat actor, happened to manipulate and hack your system. And he took your passwords, your user emails, and address, took so many things. Now, let's assume that this your system represents an organization. Now, for an
Yes, sir.
organization to know how, why, and when this event happened or incident happened, they'll have to seek it through their logs to check the logs and know how
Yes,
these things
yes,
happen.
yes.
Now, the challenge is logs are not all that easy to read, number one, and we could have an estimate of 300,000 logs. going
Yes, sir.
in almost like in a day. We might have 300 logs in a second passing
Yes,
through.
sir.
So it will be difficult for you to know which log carries the information of the
Information,
threats.
the threats, yeah.
Now, when you open your system, is an event. When you
Yes,
close
sir.
it,
It
is
will
an
record
event.
it.
When you are typing something, is an event, and all these things are being logged in. So now,
Hmm.
for you to be able to reduce the workload, this SIM, the SIM tool, which is the Security Information Event Management tool, absorbs or is built to take all these logs, and it will do some magic inside it and filter out,
Filter.
depending on some settings, and filter out the logs that carry malicious incidents or events. Then you will have a bird's view of the ones that you are supposed to face and work on, instead of getting confused in the 1,001 logs that are coming in.
Logs. I understand now, sir.
That's what the SIM tool does. And one of the SIM or examples of SIM tool, we have the Wazoo, which I'm going to show you
Yes,
guys
sir.
in a short time now. Okay. So where were we? We are looking at uh, the tickets that
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
one of the staff raised. So he added a screenshot of the incident log, how everything happened. So now my own job to respond to this, what I did was, first I have to verify whether what he logged in is correct. It's going to come out in the IAC2 exam. Whenever there is an incident report, what is the very first thing to do is to verify
Verify.
whether it's true, whether it's a false
Of
positive or a false negative, whether it's true. Then when you verify, then I think you isolate, then report to the management, then other patchings will go through before the main patching will go through. Then the final will be lessons learned. Lessons learned is very, very important, so that whatever happened before,
won't happen again.
yes, people will get confidence of how to fix it. So what I did, or what I'll do normally, is just to pick the ID that he has here, and take it to the Wazoo on my own platform, on my own account, and verify his report.
Report. So,
Also,
so
okay, go ahead.
the ID is for him. The
No,
person that
the
raised
ID
the is for the threat actor.
is a parameter, that like a unique parameter for each incident raised on the
Each
Wazoo.
okay,
So
okay.
every incident has its own specific ID. So
ID.
it's a very unique one. And there are so many other ways to find incidents, but when you're looking for um, a bean in a
In the
bunch of
haystack, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you have to look for something that will make the work easier for you.
Easier.
So first of all, I look at the dates. The date is October 29th, 2024. I said, okay, normally what I'll do is I'll count a day backward or 2 days backward, just to accommodate probably time difference or zone difference. This person might be in USA that sent this report. His own time difference, time and my own time will be different. So I will give a benefit. I'll count a day behind, so that I'll be able to capture everything that has happened before and after. So October 29th. Let me go into the one. How did we even get here? This is not what we planned to talk about today.
Now God say make you talk about that because I know Sabi am. But wait, can you like get this on carry like Wazoo? Is
Okay,
it a tool that you can
this is
actually?
an industry tool.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I think there are some other. When you use Try Hack Me has their own what's it called? SIM tool too.
And it's free.
So I used it during the program, and it
Is
was
it? Yes, sir.
Once you enough of talking too much, let's try hack me. Yeah. Okay. So this is try hack me. Come on, come on, come on, load, 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 load. Yes. Okay. Now this is try hack me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What you do is go sign up with your email address and go to your dashboard or go to learn and start learning. So I'm going to show you how. Meanwhile, this is my dashboard. I have some topics that I'm learning here, which are even pending. Then we have the recent ones. Recent ones will show the ones that you've completed. Advent of cybersecurity is the one that I think I completed this one. You see, 100%. This one is completed.
Yes, sir.
So let's assume that I want to start it afresh or I want to start it new. When you click on each of the labs, you have
Yes, sir.
options. You have the certificate when you earn it. You have the start. This is their own lab. So if you are working here, when you start the attack box, it will give you its own Kali. You don't have to use your own Kali.
Mm.
Or you could connect with what's it called? What's that in again? Open VPN. But I've not done that. I think I've not had time to go through the Open VPN. So what I do is I use the start attack box. Once I start it now, it gives you their machine for 1 hour
Attack box
free. 1 hour
to
free every
use.
day.
Mm.
I will advise a beginner
Wow.
to make use of it. When you know that time is ticking, you wouldn't waste much time. You will go straight to the point and do the business of the day. When you subscribe to
Yes.
premium, you
Yes,
will
sir.
think you have all the time in the whole world. Believe you me, in a month, you'll shock that you've not achieved much. But when you know that you have 1 hour to use the machine every day, you do your most to maximize that 1 hour. And it will keep your heart pumping, expecting the next 1 hour. Yeah. So it is something you could help yourself at, even if
Mm.
you have the money to go for premium version. Just start with the 1 hour every day to
Yes, sir.
push your curiosity up. So let me stock mass. These are all their labs. Let me look for the one that has the same tool inside. Log analysis. Okay, this one is AWS log analysis. And with their colors, we show you how hard it is. This one is a red. This one is a red team assignment or project, purple team assignment, then blue team assignment. So let me see if I could get the one that has. So you can see that it's almost the same thing with the Wazoo. Where is no? And which of them? I did it. GRC, even GRC. This event, doc, this event covered almost all the sections of cybersecurity, both offense and defense, and even GRC. It covered all. Covered all. So if someone just do this event alone, they will have enough information free. And the event, I think it was free throughout Christmas. Free throughout Christmas. Oh, okay. You see, they even have Bob suits.
Bob
So
Sweet. Yes.
yeah, some of the assignments you need Bob suit. You use their Bob suit to work it. Okay, that's to tell you how expensive and it's beginners level. This is beginners level. They tagged it for beginners, so you can imagine what the advanced levels on will be. But you have to just get into the beginners one. This tool is
Okay.
a
Okay.
sandbox tool. Now you guys should go look for it. I can't give you everything. So just go to try hack me, and the
Yes.
topic
Yes.
is the lab is Advent of Cyber 2024.
Okay. Okay.
Enroll on it step by step and start. Meanwhile, even if you don't want to go in straight too hard into the program. You could just look at for learning topics. There are activities that are here. You could pick up a roadmap. You could just search for what's it called, topics that you want to learn. The same thing here is almost the same thing on Hack the Boss. They have their own pathway. So the plan is once you are graduated from here, these platforms will keep you engaged until you are so good enough or confident enough to land your first job. So see, like this room now, this particular lab has a the tag is easy, it's free, challenge. This one is free. Walkthrough means it's just a theory. This one is free and it has a challenge. Test your enumeration skills on this boot to root machine. So this, if you are here, you're good to go. Go find these books and take care of it.
Yes, sir.
So before we got distracted, we're about to find the ticket that that guy raised. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I do is when I come to the Wazoo dashboard, which in place of all these logs that looks very big and voluminous to read, I now have a sim tool that is easier and gives me a good representation of what to look out for. Okay, so I have 89,000 total events or logs that have been passed through. Then out of this 89,000, zero is on level 12. Level 12 is very high level. This one causes very intense reaction. But I have 25,893 authentication failures, and this is under the last 24 hours. This is under the last 24 hours. All these records you can see here. Then authentication success, I have 2,900 authentication success. So I still also have the same tool. Also, Wazoo also gives representation of a graphical representation
Graph.
of. Okay, so the date is October 29th, 2024. I'll come down here. Let me go to absolute October 29th. So I'm going to choose, let's say, 27th. We'll also choose the time. Then I'll allow it to update till now. So it's going to capture everything. I wouldn't miss any incident. Then
Anything.
I'll go to the filter. Now, these things I'm doing, when you go to that try hack me,
Yes,
you can
sir.
see step by step on how to assess. I was so happy when I saw that the challenge that lab has Wazoo a kind of log, a same tool. So it will now be easier enough to have our students go there and practically
But
practice on how to respond to incidents.
yes, sir.
So I'll go to add a filter. I'll select a parameter called ID since that's what I want to search for. ID. Then under the operator, I'm going to use is, which stands for positive, like is. I'm looking for an ID that has this value. Then under the value, I'll paste um, that ID. Where is it again?
That you copied.
Yes, I've lost it. Let me copy it. Ola, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here.
And you were very quiet as though,
I'm following.
okay. So I'll paste the,
The ID.
why is it not bringing out this? Okay. So then I'll save. It's going to filter. Meanwhile, what we have here is 1.5 million. Okay, 5 million total alerts. So out of 5 million logs, how do you think you're going to find a pin? That is what the SIM tool does for you. It makes the job easy. So now it has filtered it, and we have one incident that matches this date, 27th October, and has this ID, and which is down here. So what the young man um, reported is kind of true. Okay, I found the evidence. So I'll choose an enlarged one. I'll go to view as a single document. So once click view as a single document, I'm going to have it on a blown out screen. Then I will cross check his information that he reported with what is the computer actually logged in. So this is a log for that particular incident. And the attacker seems to be from Bulgaria. That's the
Bulgaria.
longitude and latitude.
This way.
His geolocation. Then look at the targets, the IP address of the machine that he was targeting, which is running Azure. Sorry. Then look at his own, the threat actor's, what's it called? IP address,
IP.
which I could actually click on, copy it, and go to, if you remember, Virus Total, right? Or MX2 Boss. How many of you remember it?
No, I don't know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I've
Mark,
not
you
heard
don't,
about. I've not heard about it.
because you jumped class now. Okay, now you heard about it now. So,
Yeah.
Virus Total is an open source tool in the online. Just type virustotal.com. You're going to see this interface. So what it does is to verify IP address, files, or or usernames, etc. Look at, you could search URL, IP address, domain, or file hash to check whether it is correct or from a threat actor. Okay, so I'm going to put that guy's the attacker's IP address, and I'll send in the enter. So it's going to vet it out. When you already see the red everywhere, you already know that this guy is a thief, a bad person. So from his, look at the country. It matches the country we recorded on the same tool. It's Bulgaria. You could see it, right?
Yes, sir.
It says 16 over 94. Security vendors flag this IP address as what?
Malicious. Is
Yes,
that malicious?
yes. They flagged it as malicious. They have all the whole stuff, all the whole count of things it has done. So go to details, you could see some of his whois lookup details. So this is still an evidence. What I'll do is I'll screenshot this evidence and add it to my report to what's it called? Buttress the fact that this particular person didn't mean good and is a bad actor. So that is exactly what I did, and some other semantics what I use under reporting. Just English, explaining the whole stuff,
Yes.
then added my own screenshots of all the stuff that happened. So under my response, I have number one, the response. Number two, the incident details, what happened, event of interest, description, evidence. Under the evidence, that's where I add the screenshots of the guy's mayhems online. Then what happened, suspicious activities, what is known. Then number three, I go under response actions, contain and isolate, gather data, analyze, verify user, identify
User.
entry points, mitigate. Under the mitigate, we have strengthen the SSH configuration, disabled root login. Ola, you could remember last night we were talking about changing what's it called, the port address for SSH.
Yes.
Yeah, when you notice that you are having more attacks on your any of your ports, you could actually change the port. And so, Mark, you could actually take a look at the last class I had with Ola. So Ola is currently on your folder. I forgot to tell you, the video is currently on your folder now on week 6, I think so. It's currently on your folder. So you might copy out the link and share with Mark so you could take a look at it. So under
Okay.
documentation, all findings, logs, and actions documented in the incident management system under direct service. Meanwhile, this place where this recording is happening is called Jira service management platform. So it is also a tool for what's it called? Recordings. It's an industry tool also, depending on what you want to do with it. So after that, classification severity level is high. Classification credential access is looking for the tactics is a brute force. We have the recommendation hardening of the SSH access. Okay, real time alerts, geo IP blocking. We could actually block the IP address coming from that geographic area.
Really?
Yes, when you notice that this particular like if people from Aba is always attacking your system, you can just block all the IPs coming from Aba. That is why people now use VPN. Now you get the point to reroute their location and they'll grant them access to some applications. When Nigeria was banned from, I think Twitter or thereabouts, people started using what's it called VPN to access Twitter.
But there's something I want to know. If an attacker is using VPN to mask his own IP address,
Yes.
and he actually tries to attack the system, like, will you be able to get the particular threat
No,
actor?
you still have to go a little bit deeper to decrypt or to decipher where he's actually coming from. So your job is to become good in what you do to know for real where this person is coming from. Is it truly where he is or where he's coming from? You do a lot of
Hmm.
digging in to verify that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the seventh one is follow up action. Sorry. Then the eighth, resolution and closure. Nine is incident review and lesson learned. What is the incident review and lesson learned? A brute force SSH attack targeting the user admin was detected on host Azure Bro Agent 1. That's the name of the host. The source IP, which is the attacker, was geolocated to Sofia, Bulgaria. Let's see. Okay. And was blocked immediately. This SIM tool, Wazoo and likewise other SIM tool, also have IDS and IDP in them. IDS is intrusion detection and IDP is
System.
intrusion prevention solutions. IDS is intrusion detection solution and IDP is what?
Intrusion detection prevention.
I didn't hear you. Intrusion prevention. So we have intrusion detection and intrusion prevention.
Okay.
Most antivirus act as detection. Some of them too act as both. They will dictate and do what? They'll block.
Prevent.
Yes, they'll block. The same tool has configurations to block some certain stuffs. So from here you see it was blocked immediately. No successful logins were recorded, and the user admin does not exist on the system. Recommendations include enforcing IP whitelisting, enabling multi-factor authentication, and implementing rate limiting on SSH connection, strengthening the SSH configuration, and monitoring logs for suspicious activities are critical to reducing the attack surface. What did I say about attack surface?
They're like the entry points.
Yes,
They're like, yeah,
the more attack surface you have, the more vulnerable you are.
you
So
are.
your work is to reduce the attack surface as much as possible. Okay. So the last one on my incident response is additional comments. Routine checks and periodic audits of SSH logs and configuration are essential to detect and prevent unauthorized access. So this is basically how I respond to incidents. And how did we get here? We are talking about report findings. Include the following in your report: description, detailed summary of the issue, steps to reproduce, that means how to recreate the issue, and impact, then also recommendations, suggest for remediation. That's what I did on the number 10. I did a review and what lesson learned and how to prevent them. Number seven, which is the most important, stay ethical. What does that mean?
No, they do bad thing.
Do what?
I say no, they do bad thing.
Okay, if that's how you want to put it. Yeah. Avoid testing beyond the program's scope.
Program scope,
Do not exploit vulnerabilities for malicious purposes.
purposes,
Yeah. So we have common vulnerabilities in bug bounty.
bounty.
Sorry. Yeah. Example, we have number one, we have SQL injection. So you see, this SQL injection you learned in the program
Yes,
goes a
sir.
long way into the system. It goes a long way. Can you remember this payload?
I remember. I don't cram am.
Ola, are you still there?
I'm live with you.
Mhm. Why I'm
Yeah,
checking up on
but
you is that you will not sleep off.
Thank you for checking on me, my brother.
yeah, there's something I want to ask.
Okay.
Okay, so I use this payload on another site. It's actually a
Okay.
free. It's actually a vulnerable site that people use. I searched online.
Okay.
So, but it didn't work. I tried to log in as admin.
Do you know how many payloads
Payloads.
that are supposed to
Yeah.
be for this SQL injection? There are like other, I think 50 plus. Yes, for SQL
So
injection. Just go to ChatGPT, ask it for payloads for SQL injection. It's going to list all of them for you. So that we
So you have
use
to
this
try
one.
anyone that will work.
Yes. Now, that's even the work of one of the best work of Bob Suite. When you master how to use Bob Suite can just take a word list of all of them, then start
then
running
try
as
them one
fast.
by one.
Yes,
I think
anyone can
that's
run.
the intruder, abi. I
Yes.
was trying it, but I've not really mastered it. I'll
Yes.
still work on it.
So
But
everything
can
works
I
fine.
create my own word list?
Yes, you can create word list now.
Yeah.
What does it take to create word list? It's just to get an open pad, notepad,
Well,
create it, then
right
maybe
here
name it wordlist.txt. So when you're pulling
open
it, you just go where it is and pull it
to the
in.
folder and pull it.
Yes. So SQL injection, example, a login form that doesn't validate user input properly. You test the payload. Solution, use parameterized queries. Second one be you could test for this vulnerability cross-site scripting. Example, a search bar that reflects user input without sanitization. Text payload of this and run solution. So C, broken authentication. Example, a system allows weak passwords or lacks multi-factor authentication. Test case, use common passwords like admin or password 123. Solution, enforce strong password policies. And D, we have a server-side request forgery. So these are some of the most common vulnerabilities you could search or look out for in your bug bounty
Bounty.
program. So even now that I am very tired now, I would ask, okay, look at what we're going to do. Let's leave the practical for next class. So you guys go digest this, read up about it a bit. So next
Okay.
class, we're going to do practical on it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm gonna get this PDF for Bongi Bounty.
this one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to add it to the general group, maybe on the tools to what's it called install.
Okay.
I'll add the link to the tools to install. When you go to your folder, general folder, you see tools to install. You pick it up from there, and also the recording as well. I have to make the recording general, but let's talk about it this night or this evening. I'll make all those available. Thank you very much,
Okay, sir.
guys. I
All right.
Thank
appreciate
you,
Thank
your
you.
sir.
presence.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Dr. Maxwell is so funny. So today, I'm going to say, I want to do practical for 9 hours, John. Dr. Maxwell. I was shocked. I didn't know that Dr. Maxwell don't enter meeting. Oh, man.